Dee Dee's got the toolbox. Dee Dee's got the toolbox. Oh, I have an echo. Forgot to mute the computer. Okay, now that's done. All right, do I need to talk louder, guys, or is this okay? Let me know. Pandora's box. Oh, that must be Dr. D. Okay. Hi, Dot. Good morning, everybody. All right, so we're trying this out. Good morning. Welcome to YouTube Live. Now we've a little bit of a delay. I think it's about 10 seconds. Okay, good deal. Everybody can see. Okay. All right, so the deal is we're unlisted because we only want people with the link to be in here, like all the fibs, okay? I don't think that my subscribers can see the live video. I'm not sure about that, but I don't think they can because it's an unlisted and you have to have the link to see it. But this is how we're starting out. So the deal is when you go unlisted, you have to have the link and you send the link to whoever you want to send it to, and that's the only way to get in here. So we are hopefully only going to get the fib. Leaving. Okay, so all right, let's see how this goes. Let's give it a shot. Can you save the link? Actually, you won't need to because once the recording is done, I will put it on YouTube regular. You know, take it off the unlisted and put it public. So you won't need to save the link. You'll be able to see it then. And then I will also turn off the recorded chat. I did find out last night that you have to individually turn off the chat. So that's another step I'll have to do when I get done, is go in and manually turn off the chat so it doesn't come back up so nobody else can see it. Let's see. And yes, the link will change from show to show. Every time I turn the camera on to live stream, the link will change. It pops up at the bottom. I copy, paste, and then y'all see it in Twitter. So yeah, that's the only place I'll put it is in Twitter. I want nothing to do with Facebook at this point. So yeah, I would rather keep YouTube and the fibs and, you know, not do the other thing. Okay, we need a manual. Yeah, we need a manual. Exactly. We'll get it figured out. Yeah, I mean, the test went okay. I got on with no problem. I think there was a couple things I had to go and fix, but I didn't see it. You know, I didn't see the setting to begin with, so I had to look more carefully at the settings. But yeah, we'll get it. It's a good thing. We'll get it. Okay, let's start with some show and tell. First of all, is this book. I got the book after seeing it on Dee Dee's stream. Is there anything we need to know? Basically, you go into the Creator Studio and you'll see live stream on the left. Have your camera plugged in before you hit that button. Yeah, have your camera plugged in first and make sure that it can see it, or else you'll be in trouble. And you also have to tell it to use your Logitech instead of your laptop camera because it'll default to that. I can't find a way to make it stay set to the, not here. I muted, so it shouldn't be. Your settings? I don't know. Yeah, there shouldn't be. But anyway, yeah. But basically, when you hit the live stream, make sure your camera's on, and then you have to choose your camera and the mic. Yes, exactly, Dee Dee. Yeah. Same as on Ustream. You have to choose the camera and the mic, but it won't remember the settings. So from stream to stream, you have to fix the settings. Yeah. Okay, no, that's fine. Yeah, I had an echo earlier, but I fixed that. Okay, good. Yeah, so it's pretty easy actually. And then once you hit live stream and make sure you go through all the settings, you know, especially at first, so you know what's what. And then you'll be able to easily do it the next time because I was able to remember stuff that I did last night and just go right to it. Yeah. So I'm sure there's some things I missed, but we'll work on that. Um, I do not have my camera software on. Nope, I do not have the camera software on at all. It went right to it, just fine, no problem. And y'all can hear me obviously. So yeah, there was no problem. Um, so I don't have my camera software on at all, and it's working great. Um, how do I zoom? Yeah, that's going to be a trick because I'll have to. My software is not working right. I'm going to have to reinstall it. So next time I can answer that question. I'll have to figure out uh, that software Zoom because it's just not working right now. I think mine goes straight to the Logitech camera. There was an option to save it. Oh, really? Okay, I did not see that. Um, All right, I'll have to check settings again later, but yeah, that would be nice, but it's no big deal. I mean, you have to do that in Ustream anyway. Yeah. So, this is the first Ustream live for me, and we'll see how this goes. Okay. Yeah, I think you can, Dee Dee. I think that it'll probably be fine. As long as your software um, runs with your computer, you'll be okay. I have to fix mine. I think it will be because I had it working on Ustream and then it quit. So I'm going to have to reinstall the software again to be able to Zoom. Meanwhile, I will be doing this. Yeah. Okay. Anyway, after I saw this on DD Stream, I went and got the hardcover copy of it, and it's beautiful. I love her illustrations. Wendy Edelson. I love it, love it, love it. Let's see. They're just gorgeous. Of course, I don't have to really thumb through it again, but you know, it's just gorgeous. But when I saw those first two illustrations, I said, okay, I got to get that book. And I saw it was hardcover. Oh, yes, even better. I love hardcover. So, yay. Okay, so that's one thing I bought. And then I've been cleaning out my freezer because I've gone back to uh, strict keto, low carb, 20 net carbs a day. I've already gone down 2 pounds and I started Monday. So, yay. 10 more to go and we'll see from there. I may lose a little bit more, I may not. We'll see. But anyway, I bought these containers for my refrigerator and freezer and have discovered they also work quite well in here. So this one is 10 by 6 and my freezer compartment is 12 inches wide. And so 2 of them fit on the shelf, which means I can do it like drawers, sliding things in and out. I have little packages of things because when I cook ahead, I package things in serving sizes, and these will be perfect for that. Absolutely perfect. I can also get 2 of these in there. This one has dividers in it, so I'm not sure how exactly I'll use this one, but I think it'll be good with the dividers in there. So I've got some of those, and then I've got some of the narrow ones like this, which I might be able to fit 3 on a shelf or the 2 of these together or something. Yeah, we'll figure it out. But I love these things. They're great in here because all of the containers, this is my water. Oh, I guess I can take the tops off of that now. But I had a mosquito in here last night. I didn't want her laying eggs in my water. I had it all ready to go for today. No mosquito eggs. And I think I swatted her, but I'm not sure. I haven't seen her, so maybe I got her. But yeah, I just love, and I can put, you know, 3 containers in one of those little ones, and I just love this thing. It's so cool. Okay, that's show and tell. They do stack, but they don't stack real well. Um, but if y'all want to know where I got these on Amazon, I'll get you links if you ask me in Twitter. I'm gonna put that down. Okay, yeah, the hubster's gone now. Yeah, he went late and went in late today, so I couldn't come on early because he was asking me questions. Okay. Yeah. All right. So what we're going to do today is backgrounds. Okay. Yeah, if I can find my coloring books. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Okay, so I'm going to be working in these two books, Summer Nights by Hannah Carlson and also Daydreams. Okay, so I'm going to work in these two. And I did a test of this technique that I saw on YouTube from, let me see, AlwaysColoring on YouTube. That's her channel, AlwaysColoring. And so what she uses Neo 2s, okay, and her fingers and the brush. And so we're gonna play with that. I did some experiments here with uh, dabbing techniques and using brushes and things, and I'll um, I'll go into that when I start working because y'all won't know what I'm talking about just yet. Okay, so um, it works best, I think, with whoops, monochromatic uh, schemes, more or less. Okay, so here's some experiments. Okay, let me see if I can move the baby wipes and this other water container. Okay, don't want to bump into anything. All right, my camera's not exactly where it needs to be. I have to fix it. Okay, so I started up here. Yeah, I started up here. Now I don't want to get too close because it doesn't tilting this way. Okay, because it won't focus if it's too close. All right, and like I said, I've got to fix my software again. Okay, so I took um, blues, violets, and a mint green, and I tried doing it in a rainbow sequence. Well, I don't like the way that looked. See that? I don't like the way that looked. So that didn't work out too well. Much better. This is following basically what she was doing, and I don't know what her name is. It's just AlwaysColoring is her YouTube channel. I don't know what her name is, but you scribble on the Neo 2. You scribble on the Neo 2s, and then you do the whole thing, and then you take your water brush or a brush with water, and you start to blend it out, and then you tap with your fingers, and this blends it, and it gives you the texture. And I have found out that it depends on how you tap, what kind of texture you can get. Okay, so let me put that down. Now we'll come back to this. Now you know what I'm talking about. Okay, so if you'll see up here in this top left corner, I did fingertip tapping, and this gives you the circles. Okay, I guess y'all can see that. I can see it pretty good. Yeah, that gives you the circles. And then this next section this way, I did the regular tapping. Okay, and then this one I tried using one of my sponge dauber things, and I did not like the effect that gave. It didn't work as well. It took up too much paint. I think that was the problem. It took the paint up. And so I started messing around with my fingers, and I just wasn't happy with that. So we'll forget that. And this one over here, I tried a lot of different things, some swooping and some tapping, and figured out that too much water is as bad as not enough water. This was not enough water, so it kind of streaked right here. And I also didn't get it um, emulsified enough to blend on that streak right there. Yeah, and same thing kind of happened over here. But yeah, you want to blend it, but this kind of thing is okay. I mean that's kind of a texture thing, so that's okay to me, but not See how right here there's a definite line? Okay, I don't want that. I personally don't like that definite line, so that's not a good thing. But you can't leave it too long before you tap it, and I'll explain that in a bit. Okay, now I did a whole page. Okay, where's my frog? Wait, I marked it. There he is. Okay, so I did this whole page last night. See if I can get it. Let me fix the camera. Let me see if I can move the camera down. Okay, let's see. I can move the camera down so I can get the whole book page in there. I gotta wait for the delay. Okay, that's pretty much all of it. All right, that's close enough. Okay, so anyway, these clips don't leave a mark on the page. I don't like using Post-it notes because it leaves residue and that shows up in the pencil or the paint. So that's hey Jean. Blue, lilac, mauve. That does not look mauve to me. It looks lavender. Purple, which that and of course it's all blended in, but that's what I used on this one. Okay. Oh, now I want to work on this bug. Okay, let me remove this. Oh, yeah, we're going to talk about that in a bit. I'm going to change the clip to get it out of the way. Here, I'll move it down here for now so I don't miss the page. All right, let's see if I can get this lined up where it can be seen. Okay, I need to turn up the brightness on my computer. Hang on a second. Hang on, let me fix the brightness because it's up. Yeah, I turned on the sensor for the brightness and it's under really bright light, so it went down. Yeah. Okay. Okay, let's go now. Let's try. All right, so I want to do this bug. I want to do the background, so I'm going to show you how to do it. And it doesn't take that long to do it. Okay, I'm going to have to stick something else in there because that's really making a lump. I'm going to put the little pad in here. And then when I get to this, oh, it's stuck. Hello, come out. And put this other one over here. Okay, now that's out of the way. Okay, now I need my paper that I put underneath it. There it is. So you definitely want to put something under your page. Because trust me, you will go off the page. And I thought about putting wax paper, but I don't want to do that because the wax paper will transfer the paint onto the back of the next page. So yeah. Okay, hopefully you guys can see what I'm doing. I'm going to try to stay out of the way and keep my head out of the way. We'll see how this goes. Okay, now I wanted to do this bug in teals and turquoises, and so I'm going to go ahead and use these same colors. I really enjoy having these out, so yay, fun. Okay, so what we're going to do is just scribble. And you want coverage, and you can do different directions. You can do, I'm just going to start laying down some color. And I have figured out that if you want a spotlight, then you need to put a little bigger area because when you start coloring around it, it will blend in. And so you will lose some of your lightness. Okay, if that makes any sense. Okay, let me see which one did I have next. I think it was this one. So you want to, at least I do, I like to put the closest color kind of next to it. And you're just scribbling. You just want to get pigment on the page. And it's just miscellaneous. Just don't even think about it. Just do it, you know? Don't even think. Of course, if you want a darker area, you know to do that. Switching the colors up a little bit. He's going to be kind of a bright bug. And I love putting teal and purple together. So I'm kind of trying not to push too hard, because if you hard, your pigment is not going to blend as well as you'd like. And this paper, of course, is a lot smoother than my test paper. My test paper was watercolor paper. And you're just putting your colors down, and you don't have to use, 6 colors. You can use 3. Okay, is the signal okay? I think the recording will be fine. But for some reason, the signal is getting really busy. Let me see. Let me go back to that one. Of course, you can blend it on the page and make more colors. As you're coloring, I can blend those two over and make another color. I mean, y'all know how to use neos. It's not difficult. So basically, I put on. Well, I was doing this to dark shadows last night. I love watching dark shadows. It's so much fun. I've never seen it before, so it was like, oh, this is different. So this is like really random. And you just do what you want to do. Because I got to be a little careful when I get to the next to the bug. And I've only done one page and some samples, so it takes a little practice, I think, to get it. And of course, you have to learn the amount of water, and I mean, we are talking watercolor, so yeah. But you want to fill up the whole page. And just, randomly, do stuff. It's just not really thinking too much. Just putting stuff down. Color on the page. That's the main goal. I'll look at the chat in a second. Out of the corner of my eye, I can see it scrolling. So I know y'all are chatting. And if you get over the line, it's no big deal. And I'm doing like my pencils. I'm holding them in my hand. I can't splay them like pencils because there's too many. but this is working. And it doesn't really matter which direction you go. Just getting color on the page. That's the main goal. Not really a whole lot to say while I'm doing it. Just getting it done. And it's buffering a little bit for me because I've got 2 windows open. I mean, you can like, you know, like meander around if you want to. Oh, yeah, when the kids get home. Yeah, I know. Yep, that happens. Well, school's out now, so they're home anyway. And I will say, if you pick too many colors, then you're dealing with, well, which color do I want next? Yeah, so 6 is probably too many, but hey, let's just do it. We're just gonna do it. And you can do this and put the music on or whatever you want to do, you know. And I have to, yeah, watch the post-it notes there. I don't want that texture up here. I love these bugs. Try a swirly thing over here and see how this works. And just go off on a tangent over there. There goes my nose again. Allergies. Yeah, it got to 100 degrees. It got to 99 yesterday. It's hot, people. Summer's here. Now this is unusual for to get 100 degrees already. It usually waits till August. But we've got, I'll have to work that one extra with the water and the brush. I did the frog page with a number 8 watercolor brush, round, and I'll show it to you. I like that one because it's a little bit stiff. You don't want the brush to be too soft or else it's really not going to work. And the brush that comes with the Neos, these things, they're a little bit angled and they're a little stiff, so it works a lot better. So if you have one of these, this is the kind of brush you want to use with it. Except I didn't use this one because I wanted a round brush. This one, I didn't like the way that one worked. I also tried my Filbert and I didn't like the way that worked either. I needed the round brush. So. I'm kind of rotating them in my hand, I guess. Let's see how it works. Now you can, on some papers, erase the watercolor, at least the Neo2s. You can erase to some degree, and you can lighten it so that the pencil goes over it. You just want to be careful. And I use the electric erasers because I don't want to tear up my paper. A regular eraser, yeah, it kind of tears up the paper. And there gets to be these sharp edges on these things. You got to watch that. Try to turn them as you're working. And I'm usually one for symmetrical, but not doing this. Don't want that. This is a modeled background. I don't want it to be too much the same. So the bug is symmetrical. That's good enough. No, the slow chat is not on. Color chart. Actually, the only kind of color chart I have for my stuff right now is this book, Bunny Designs. Heather did one of these, and I had seen it before from Jane Davenport. You know, she had done something similar. So I have all of the what are these called again? The sheets of Peerless. Yeah, there we go. The Peerless sheets in here. And then I did a section with Neo2s. So this is kind of the only color chart that I've got with these right now, is in this book. And this is fantastic. I'm loving this. And of course, all my ink tints. I've got all the ink tints in here. And I have room to do some more something. So, but this is, yeah, this is kind of like the only color chart type thing I have right now is this right here. So, yeah, okay, we're almost there. I'm going to get to the water part. Kind of turn here. And I got the spinny wheel. It is just spinning like crazy. Probably because I've got both the broadcast window open and the window that you guys are seeing, because the broadcast window is reversed. Now, I don't know if it's going to do that with everybody, but it's reversed, and looking at things backwards makes me a little nuts. So I'm actually looking at the window you're looking at, so I see the delay, and that's probably what's making my computer a little slow. But the recording will come out just fine. Oh, this is page 49. I forgot I went and numbered. Okay, so there's the whole background scribbled in. All right, I'm going to put these to the side in my little cup over here. And this is my number 8 water brush. This is a rosemary brush. It's a travel brush. This is the one that I keep in my kit. Let me find, oh here, I need this. And I'm going to put a little water. Don't need much. That's the clean water. My regular jars are back here. Okay, now what I'm going to do is get a piece of plexi and set it to the side of over here with some paper towel. Definitely got to have paper towel. Can't do without that stuff. Get it positioned good. Okay, now let me see if I can get you guys to see what I'm going to do here. I'm going to start up here in the upper left-hand corner, and I'm going to use not the tip of my finger, but the pad of the finger. Okay, just the pad to do the tapping. And you don't want too much water, but you have to have enough water. So it takes practice. You want to do a little practice before you go whole hog on it. Okay, so you're just going to scribble around, and I do in circles. I don't remember what the lady was doing, but I am doing in circles. And I also like to start with one color. Okay, now see how you tap and you get texture. Okay. Okay, so you can see the texture coming out, but you don't see fingerprints. You want to avoid the fingerprints. So you want to go over it enough, and I couldn't tell. It's spinning for me. I couldn't tell if y'all can actually see that texture or not. So I'm going to keep going because it's going to dry, and I don't want it to do that yet. Okay, so you go around in circles, and you do, oh, I don't know, just a small area, but it depends on your weather. If it starts to dry, then do a too much. So I'm going to start over here, and it blends as you go along. You just do circles, and then you start tapping. And it makes little bubbles, but they go away. I don't want to stop in a big area because you might get a line, and you don't want to do that. And I go back into the previous section, cover that over. And like I said, if you get it a little bit, see, like that's a little too much, and so blend that out a little more. So you get your texture. Try to get up to the edge. Go into circles, go into the previous area. And I'm still practicing, people. This is only my second one, so I'm still practicing. I'm close to the bug. And I'm thinking you can also take white. If you want lighter areas, you can take the white Neo and blend that out. Now see that right there bugs me. We go, no lines. Start with the lighter color and blend out to the others. That way you get some of the white in there without it blending too much. And you just repeatedly go over the area. A little much water there. And try to bring it away from the line, or else you get a delineation right next to your critter. Tap, 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 tap. And you got to wipe your finger off every now and again, especially if it gets in the dark and you don't want that in the light area. And wipe your finger. Just dip it in the water. Keep going. I've been doing some exploring on different kind of backgrounds, so when I saw this yesterday, I'm like, oh, hadn't tried that. And I don't know if she actually came up with this herself or if she saw it somewhere, but she's the one I'm giving credit to because that's where I saw it. And once again, that's Always Coloring YouTube channel. I did not take the time to see what her name actually is, but I'll try and do that later. So I'm able to go probably like 1 by 2 or 1 by 3 or before it starts drying too much. Depends on your climate. You have to see, and if you watercolor on a regular basis, you already know how it'll react because you're used to it. But I've got fans on and air conditioning, and it's drying pretty quickly. I know I missed a spot right there. I will come back to it. I don't know if y'all can hear the doves, but they're pretty loud. Right outside the window, big trees. And I was noticing last night that if you let it sit too long, it's not going to blend. And of course, if you don't let it sit long enough, it's not going to blend. So you got to kind of judge for yourself what your paper is going to do. If you choose a different book, it's going to react differently because it's different paper. So right now, all I know is this and the little bit of, see, there was too much water, so I'm getting more circly things going on there. Got to watch that too much water business. Yep, so I can't do too much before I start tapping. And sometimes you got to go over it to get rid of the fingerprints. Just depends. Okay, scoot up a little bit, I think. I took the glass mat off the table. It gets in my way when I have to spread all this stuff out. So I just got rid of it for now. Tonic hasn't sent me one yet. They're probably having some manufacturing issues trying to get everybody to have a glass mat that wants one. I guess they figure since I already have one, I can wait. I don't mind. But I don't use it for everything. Like for streaming, no. I'm not going to use it for streaming. It's just not working out because I need more space than it gives me. I feel limited and like claustrophobic when it's up here. So it will not be streaming. Plus it gives me glare issues with the lights. So I didn't like that at all. Okay, I'm going to, where do I need to go? Oh, I missed this up here, so let me go back. Catch this. Too much water. I think I'm gonna have to stop and blow my nose here when I get this section done, so I can keep going. I don't want to stop when I got a big section to paint. Too much water. Okay, there we go. It kind of sticks out. Okay, so there. Yeah, it was getting kind of too solid for me. So you can do that. And oh, I gotta blow my nose before I start again. Hold on. Sorry about this, guys, but life. Thanks, guys. Forgot to look at chat. Is everything working all right over there? Seems to be. Hi, Lori. Just popped in. Okay. Oh, yeah, that's a good idea. Try using the tablet for the other window, then maybe this won't happen. Okay, I'll have to give that a shot and see. Yeah, good idea. Using the screen, the computer, and the tablet. Yeah, that might work. That just might work. Okay, let me make sure I don't have too much water. All right, light section here. I mean, I hope you guys can really see because my software just was not cooperating. It gets cranky. If anybody knows of some Logitech C910 software other than what they have, I would appreciate knowing about that. And I'm using Windows 10, so makes a difference. Oh, oops. Fingerprint in the wet. Yep, gotta watch that. It's basically dissolving color and blending it. And sometimes I'm getting a little too much water. Oops, my head in the camera. No. Blend that line out where it dried. Okay, good. Sit down. Try to blend the edge out too. I don't know if y'all were noticing I was doing that, but try to blend the edge. That just makes it a little bit easier. A little much water. There's too much water, it gets too light. I don't want it that light. So I'm kind of doing a little sweep over here now. Sometimes you gotta slow down because the page pounces. It's getting wet, and so it's warping a little bit. It will flatten out, pretty much. Won't completely flatten out, but it does pretty good. And if you didn't quite get enough color for your satisfaction, you can take it off of the Neo 2 and drop it in while you're still working the area. Normally I'd be turning the book at this point, but we'll do the old backwards flip just so we don't turn the book. Okay, now I'm not really satisfied with that right there. Okay, that's better. Okay. Oh, yeah. Yeah, you gotta get your setup, Jean. Gotta be able to see. I know reading chat on this computer is a little difficult too because it's only a 12-inch screen. But yeah, I'm gonna have to try the tablet because maybe it won't buffer so much on the. Otherwise, I'm gonna have to look at it backwards. I mean, not that that's a really bad thing, but it might be confusing for me. And I haven't figured out how to turn it around. Jen saw that too when she did her test, and I don't think she noticed that it was backwards because she wasn't arting. But I didn't watch the whole thing, so maybe she did later. But she said she turned her camera around, but that meant upside down for me, so that didn't work. So everyone's going to have their own touch, and I'm going to experiment with some more tools. To see if I can get different textures doing the same pouncing kind of thing. With some different tools. So mostly circles. Trying to pull it away from the critter so I don't have a line of color where I don't want it. I almost waited too long to go back over that. I need to do it smaller since the air conditioner is on. Okay, I need to wipe my finger off. Okay. And do this one. This place right there, I pushed a little too hard. Make sure I get that blended out. Too much water. And I'm trying not to go in straight lines, but sometimes you can't help it. Just tap until you get rid of your fingerprints. Too much water. Yeah, see, too much water is not a good thing. It doesn't help at all. Let's see, does it say how long I'm on? Oh, I'm going to switch to the other window. So less than an hour. That's good. Oh, I'll have to read the chat before I turn it off. So bouncing. No bouncing. So when I get to this section where I stopped and it dried really well, I can do a little extra blending. Oh, there goes the nose again. Oh, geez. Almost done, nose. Couldn't you wait? Couldn't you give me a few more minutes? Too much water. Ah, a little more color here. Tap it in. There we go. So we learned how to fix it. And I was looking for this certain brush I have that I think is going to give a neat texture, but I couldn't find it last night. So I'll try looking for it again. But I can see me doing a lot of this. This is awesome. Especially when I don't want to think too much and I just want to do, you know, just do some backgrounds. Sometimes I'll do that. I'll just do backgrounds and not feel like doing anything else. All right, dry my brush. Okay, set that in the cup. Now I've got to blow my nose. Okay. Okay, let's see. Okay, y'all are already. What did you get? What? Oh, Lori, I'm using Neo 2s, if that's the question you were asking. Oh, yeah, thank you, Jean. Can you allow links? I don't know. That's a good question. I think only the mod can add links. Yeah, I think it's only the mod can add links. Try one, Dee Dee. Yeah, I think only the mod can do links. I read that somewhere. Okay, so the bug page, the background is done, and you see it's curling up a little bit. It's not too bad. Not too bad at all. This is really good paper, and it did not come through the other side, so yay. So bug is done. Yeah, somebody else try a link. Like put a link up to a coloring book or something. You don't see where. Okay, okay, let me look and see if I can see anything. I have no idea what toggle timestamps means. Makes no sense to me. Okay, I don't see a setting. No, that didn't work. Well, just try to put one in. Just copy paste a link in there, like you do normally. Because I think Dee Dee's the only one that can do it. Thanks, guys. Yeah, because I don't even see anything on the broadcast page that will let me change any settings. So I have no idea. Well, I've got a spinny wheel. It's making me nuts. It's pretty dry. Yay. I like that. That's fun. And less than an hour. Take a little bit more time, but yeah, that's good. I like that. Okay, what turns off? Oh, it turns off the timestamps. Oh, I see. Okay. Yeah, they are kind of annoying sometimes. Okay, there you go. Somebody try the link. My chat won't stand still for a second. I'm scared to do it because I don't know what's going to happen. But it looks like it makes the hand. It looks like it'll work. Okay, somebody else try one. Yeah, I don't think anyone else can. I just Dee Dee. Okay, I'm gonna try it. Yeah, it works. Cool. Okay. Yeah, it works. Yay! And it didn't mess up anything. All right. Mods can put links. Yeah. Yeah, so the mods can put links. Okay, that's good. Okay, I'm going to the broadcast window, which is backwards for me. Oh, I missed a spot. Look, I missed one. Ah, okay, I have to fix that. I didn't see it till I switched windows. That's funny, because my other one is spinning, so I can't see. Okay, I gotta fix the little spot. I forgot between his forearms, or his mandibles in his arm, or whatever. Gotta fix. Oh, it's drying. The air's on. It's drying really quickly. There. Yeah, it's drying really fast. Oh my goodness. All right. Wow. Okay, there we go. Oh, no, I'm still not happy. Let me take this one. Still not happy with that. It's not enough modeling. Too much water. Try this color. Running out too much. Okay. That's a little better. Okay. All right. I'll quit fiddling with it now. Now let me go and check and see if I got everything covered that I wanted covered and how it's doing, because my screen that y'all are seeing has locked up. It's just spinny, spinny, spinny. A watch. How cute. But yes, I found out that you can delete the chat, but only after you stream. Then you can go and turn it off. Yeah. Okay, yeah, that's much better. Sometimes looking at it backwards might be a good thing. You might see something you missed. Like right there is a little too light for me. So I might go back and fix that, but I'll do it later. I don't want to do it right now. I want to go on to the next thing. Okay, so bug is done, and thank you. Okay, so I'm going to go back over here. Okay, let's see. Chat info link. Oh, that's good. Okay, I'll go look at that later before I turn the chat off. Okay, let me go ahead and set this behind me. And I want to talk about other kinds of backgrounds. Okay, this one here, move the neos over. And I'm going to put the water inside. The good thing about I had pickled okra in here, and it fits perfectly right on top so it doesn't get spilled. That's so awesome. Happy little things that happen. I like that. Okay, so this page, of course, was just done with pencils, and I want to do a similar color to this. Now, what I did on this background, this is the Tenderful Enchantments by Clara Markova, the blue book. Okay. I started doing this tutorial with Chris Ching, and I think Chris Ching is her YouTube channel. Okay, thanks, Jean. Okay, so what I did on this right here, let's see, I'm looking at my notes here. Oh, that's the wrong one. Wait. I have to find the right page. Where did my notes go? Those are for the other page. Let me see. Where did I put them? Okay, I have notes for that here. Just a second. Oh, here it is. I got it. All right. Okay, so I did, this is Prismacolor first. Okay, so I did 1022. I did probably 3 or 4 layers of 1022, and then 901, which is indigo, on top of that, and probably 2 or 3 layers of that as well. And then I took a pit marker. Let me see if I can find the number. No, I need 153. What was the brighter one? Yeah, this one. Okay, cobalt turquoise number 153, and then went over all of that, and I'm blending the whole time. So when you put the India ink marker over the pencil, it blends it in. And if you can see, let me go to the other window for a second so I can see where my camera is showing you, because the other one is stuck. Even though it's backwards, I can still like zoom in down where I want to. Okay, right down here, see this? And then right over here, I did not use the marker all the way down. I had the pencils there. And then I went over it, I think, after I got finished to darken it up. So it just has a little different, so it wasn't all quite the same. Okay, so what I was thinking was doing the same thing here, because, and I remember this from YouTube as well, where you do the black, let me see which one has, oh, it's not this one, it's a Hannibal. Wait a second. Which one is it though? That's a good question. Oh, maybe it is this one. No, it's not this one, it's the other one. This is Daydreams, right? Right. I worked in, it's in the other one. Okay, so let me go ahead and put this here and close it. And I can move that now. Okay. All right, so up in the front, oh, my grasshopper is finished. And I did the black pencil. Whoops, I'm going the wrong way because it's backwards for me. I did the black pencil and then the India ink black over that. Let me find where I had started one. There. There we go. So you take your black pencil, your wax-based pencil, not the oil-based. So you don't want to use polychromos. You want to use wax-based. So you want to use Prismacolors or something else wax-based. But yeah, but then you can color over it and you do not see your brush marks. See that? Here's my grasshopper. So you don't see the brush marks. I have not tried a Posca yet. But I did get a set of Poscas that have different sizes, so I'm going to give that a shot. That way you don't have to do the color pencil first. But you know me, that's okay. I like detail. I like working, you know, finished project, okay, fine. But it's the process for me, so I don't mind coloring the pencil first. Let's see, and I think I might have started another one. Oh, here's a blue one. I started this, and I'm going to get darker down here and go to the light. But I'm not sure if I'm going to do it just pencils or not. Now, the other thing, I think it's, wait, it's further back. Yeah, there and there. Okay, so that's what else I wanted to show you. Okay, so this one is one that I'm going to do with the marker, like, unlike this one. This one I did with pencils. just pencils and a blender. I used the Prismacolor blender, which I don't have handy. So anyway, but that one I used the Prismacolor blender, and the blues on that one is what I had marked over here. So I used 919, 903, and 906, and then I used the Prismacolor blender to blend it all together, starting from the dark, going to the light. That's the way I did this one. I mean, you can do it the other way around. It doesn't really matter. Yeah, pretty much. My black is like this big. Yeah, that's not the smallest color though. My raspberry is the smallest because raspberry is my favorite. Let's see. And I don't get it too small before I switch to a new one, so I don't want them too little. But then I got some pencil extenders, so we're good. Anyway, I need to finish this one because this has been this way for a long time. Yeah, but just using, let me see if I can, now I can't find what I was looking for. Okay, hold on. Just a second. Let me see if I can find it. Oh, this page I modified. It had a lot of little things up here that I didn't like, so I colored them out. There's our frog. He's going to be greens, I think. Not absolutely sure about that, but no, it's probably going to be greens. Okay. A mandala, and I'll do just black and white. I have a zebra going, and I have an owl that's just black and white. And as long as I write down which pen I was using, I'm good, because if you don't use the same pen, the black might not be the same. Like if I start using a micron and pick up a Sakura, no, this is not going to work. Totally different. The micron's really black and the Sakura isn't. Even the Faber-Castell is not as black as micron. Microns are my favorite. Okay, so I think that I can't find what I was looking for anyway. Yeah, of course. Just because I'm on camera, I can't find it. Okay, I made some notes here. Oh, okay. Okay, let's see. So I'm thinking that I want to do this color on top of this, but then I'm thinking too, maybe I should do a little more indigo on top in the Pitt pen number 153 cobalt turquoise, and it's over, I think there's 3 or 4 different blues down here, and you know what, I don't think I wrote those down. Ooh, let me take a look in my notes. Okay, I do not see. No, I don't think I wrote those down. Oh well. Anyway, but I did find this. I was going to show you this too. This is ink tints. And I had done this in 2014, I think, when I was at my mom's, because I didn't have all my stuff. That's when she broke her leg. I didn't have all my stuff with me, and I was trying to do different backgrounds. And I started playing with just scribbling some ink tints in different directions. And just scribble, 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 and then taking the water brush and going in little circles and blending it out without even using fingers or anything. I didn't even think about that, I guess. So thanks, guys. Appreciate it. Z is home? Yeah. Thank goodness. And she can get some sleep now. Poor thing. Oh, all that airline trouble. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I hate airports. I'd much rather drive somewhere if I can. don't like to fly. I hate airports. I don't mind the plane. It's just the airports. Yeah. Yuck. Okay, so I think that's what all the things I was going to show you so far. So I can go ahead and do this. Yeah, there's nothing down there. Okay. Yeah, I think that's what I was going to show you. Okay, so I'm going to work on this. And I'm going to start up here on this one. I love this blue. See how dark that gets? That is so pretty. I just love that. And before I do big sections, I'm going to do some small ones. I want to make sure that's what I want to do. And I have to hold some of the boys had those things on the Nintendo, and it just made me crazy that I could never do it. Would always crash and burn. Since I don't have this blue in a smaller marker, I just have to be careful. And I'm not even sure that the darker is going to show up, so I'll just go over it in pens when I'm done. And I just try to do circles because I'm thinking it's, picking up the wax and blending it in. I'm hoping. Okay, I'm going to have to move myself around here instead of turning the book. Let's work off the end of the counter. And I figure if I get it in the dragonfly wings where I don't want it, I can always white it out or something, but not patch it. Just white out the whole thing and then do a different technique on it if necessary. Hold it up. I'm going to get off on the other page because I don't know what I'm going to do on that page. Okay, so let's take a look at this. Let's see what's happening. Okay, I need to dry it for a second so I can tell what kind of thing I need to do with the pencil. Whoopsie. Hello. Oh, let's not do that with the Post-it note there. And I shouldn't even have that Post-it note there. But sometimes that's all you got to hand. So that's what you use. Okay, it is showing up a little bit, but I think, like I said, I'm going to have to grab my pencils and go over it. Let me see. Indigo's the darkest blue. Okay, I'll just grab this. And I think it's dry enough. Yeah, okay. All right, and then I can just blend this out. See if this works. I may go black. Yeah, this isn't really doing what I wanted it to do. Maybe it's not dry enough. Okay, well, I'll have to experiment with that later because it may not be dry enough. Okay, pencils. Ooh. Pretty colors. Yeah, it may not be dry enough to tell if it's doing what I want it to do. So, wonder how I could get water ripples. Hmm, or reflections. I'll have to play with that. Just gonna pick it up again. Get the corner. I'll have to mess with that and see if I can't get the ripples to stay. To play around with that. Just doing dots is not the answer, I can tell you that right now. Hmm. Okay, I'll have to experiment with that somewhere else because I don't want to mess this up. I'll have to just get an experimental sheet and get it done. Okay, I'm gonna have to turn the book upside down. I can't do this other side. Now I gotta blow my nose again. Sorry. Every once in a while, because I'm looking down. Life goes on. Just takes a minute. Okay. Huh? Whoops. My chat's blinking. I don't know why it did that. That was weird. Let's see if I can pop this up a second. There we go. Okay, that's better. I'm gonna hold it down so I can get in there without messing up the next page because I don't know what I'm gonna do over there. I think I need to switch glasses too when I get down to this. I get too close to it, I can't see. Oh, sorry. Got quiet. Sorry. You know how it goes, guys. Okay, before I do that big section, I think I want to do this little one down here because my stomach's growling, my back's starting to hurt. So I think I'm going to have to get out of here and go get something to eat. Good low carb lunch. I've already lost 2 pounds since Monday. This is excellent news. I'm also starting to walk 1.5 miles. This is very excellent. Okay, I don't want to mash the keyboard because I'll be typing something weird. Okay. And it's helpful to look at chat every now and again in case you guys are typing something to me, which I haven't been paying attention. Sorry. So we know links work, but only the moderators can post. And if you don't push too hard on these tips, they'll last a lot longer. I had the first black one I pushed way too hard, and the tip didn't last very long. Luckily, I could turn it over. And it doesn't take much pressure. I mean, it's not like a pencil. You don't have to watch your pressure. Don't change your pressure. You just do lightly to begin with, and it'll go right in there. Try not to do straight lines. Do your circles, move it around. Don't do them in a straight line. Don't leave your edge too long. So I kind of work back and forth if I'm doing a bigger area. I don't use a lot of markers, but I love it for this. My all-time favorite thing is pen and ink. Okay, I think I will take it there for right now, and let me turn it back over the right direction and get it in the camera. I still don't have it right, but there we go. Okay, so leave that out because I'm not done. The paper is a little different, and even though it looks like probably the same colors, but I'm not real sure. But, it looks a little bit different. So at least to me over here. Of course, after this is really dry, it might look the same as this does. I'll have to see, but I'm sure the paper is different. So that's going to make some difference. And then what colors you put under it, because it's going to blend it, blend it all in. So yeah, I'm liking that. But like I said, I'm going to have to darken the shadows. I see the shadows. I don't know if you can see them, but yeah, probably not. It's not showing up real well there. But yeah, I'm going to have to put in some shadows and stuff. So that's some more watercolor sketch kit stuff. I think I might have showed you these before, but I'm not sure. Um, these are pocket things, and there's 2 pages, but they're not the same. So I bought 2 and I cut them apart. So then I've got 2 with all these small pockets. The other one I think were bigger pockets or something. Anyway, I didn't like the second section. I'll save it for something else. Maybe there's a project I'll do later on. But yeah, we'll see. But anyway, yeah. So that's cool. I like that because that fits in a pocket in my new backpack. Yeah, that's cool. So I'm gonna have to try putting the screen that you guys see on my tablet while the computer the computer has to have the broadcast screen. So I'm gonna try doing it because it's really messed up, and it did that last night too. It just spin, spin, spin. It's not really doing anything. So I'm going to go ahead and get rid of that, I guess. Anyway, yeah, so see how that works with the tablet. But what do you guys think about this? I mean, the chat seems okay to me. Um, you just can't type real fast. I don't know how to change that. I'll look at the settings again and see if there's anything else that could be done. I really don't know. Yeah, maybe not. Oh, pardon me. Oh, I don't know if I showed you guys my finished page in the abandoned books. Well, in abandoned places anyway. And I don't even know if I can get this on screen. Let me see if I can get to it. It's thicker. It ought to just pop open, but of course it does not. Oh, there it is. There we go. Oh, I had it marked. I didn't even realize. I must have done that last night before I closed it. Okay, so this is done. And you can't see the whole thing, doggone it. Oh well. Anyway, here, let me get it right about there is almost the whole thing. Let me see if I tilt. No, I tilt this way. There we go. Now let me put the pen underneath. That might work. Yeah, wrong way. There, I put some, I put everything on the wrong side. I put some vining flowers over here on that side. Oh, you can't even see it now. I moved it again. Anyway, here's the cityscape on this side. And oops, I lost my pen. Vining flowers over here. There. Now you can see that. Yeah. And no thinking, just doing. Whatever, you know, yeah, just whatever. And then I have more pages that I've got stuff for. This is a jelly print. So I see all these circles here. So jelly print reflecting on that. And this is actually a page from another part of this book that I didn't care for, but I like this part. And then in this folder, I have pieces for this side, which this one, it's a bunch of doorknobs or something, cabinet knobs or something. And okay, let me see which way to go. Wrong way. This way. Okay, and so what's going to go inside of these will be these pieces. And I'm not sure which one, I don't remember which one goes where, but you see the effect. Just, you know, and that's not totally cut out yet. But see these round, I'm looking for ovals to go inside of those knobs. So that's something that is in the works. And a car fender and some other things that it's a little blurry to fill in the background. I'm using some paint, but my favorite thing is just collage, you know, just gluing things. So I like to make pictures out of pictures with just gluing things. So I have those stabilized right there. And then this page, whoops. I wasn't quite sure what to do with this page until I picked up this magazine. And then you see how it's just an abandoned alley. It's basically the street in an alley. Okay. And so I want like the bird to sit here, and she's going to be down here, either one side or the other, I'm not sure. And then this lady's going to be a little further back with her cheetah. And then this girl's walking over here. And then the lemur is up somewhere. I have, oh, maybe he's up here. I think I put him up there. Yeah. Anyway, that's kind of where that's going. So it's prepped. It's just, it took me the longest time to figure that out. And then I picked up this one magazine and it just, boom, hit. See what else have I got set up. I've got some things for this page. Okay, oh, there. Yeah, so this is like the mothership. That's not glued down yet, so it's and these are going to go on top of the domes. These are lampshades, and that's a dome from another smaller building. And then I've got some other things. I've got some doorways and things that are going to go over here, and yeah, I've got an idea for that going. I just haven't had time to do it yet. And then let me see. No, that's not ready. I had painted out some things. Oh, there were some freaky statues of children on this page. I had to get rid of them. They were freaking me out. I did not like that page at all. Like, go away. And then I blacked out some of the Opera House with paint, and I know I want that gone, so I went ahead and, while I had the paint out, painted out the people. I don't want the people in there unless I put them in there. This one is pretty close to being finished. I don't know if it's actually finished, but it's pretty close. So, but there's this one. This is spray. I think it was dilutions. I think I was playing with dilutions at this point. And I just cut a circle out of the scrap I had done that on and made it fit. And then I put the top of I think it's a courthouse actually, on top of the sandcastle. And then, let's see, I don't think I had done too much else since I showed it last time. I was just mostly gathering. I've been going through all of my file folders because I had them so messed up that I couldn't find anything. So I had to reorganize them. Oh, and this one. Okay, so I cut that page out from here. Okay, I didn't really care for what was on that side either. So what I'm going to do is put 2 pages together like a tip in, and then have something else on the back. So this will be like a tip in, okay? And then, let's see, is there anything else? I think there's one more thing that I thought about. Let's see. Didn't even get to it. Oh. This one I'm still working on. She's glued down. She goes there for sure. She's sitting on the floor. She goes there, but I'm not sure about anything else. And she goes there. I think I've showed you all that already. And oh, this one is new. This is what, okay, this is the last thing. Okay, so she's going on here somewhere. I've got to do something about the background. She's not glued down. She's just sitting there with a piece of washi tape. Hello. So she's not glued down yet. And then I've got her sitting on the staircase. I'm going to cut her out and put her on this staircase. I thought there was something else that goes, maybe I didn't put it in here yet. Anyway, okay, so that's that one, and I think that's the last one that I had done anything to since last time. Yeah, I think that's it. Okay, so that's the abandoned places so far. We'll catch up there. And what else? Oh, I'm gathering stuff. I'm going on a trip, I think. My aunt is in the hospital. She's 91 or 92. Her birthday was in April. I think she's 92. Anyway, she's in the hospital, so we don't know what's going to happen there. They're doing some tests today, so I really don't know anything. But I thought I would take this, and this is a little urban sketching via Google. This is, oh, hello, not in my virtual vacations book because I wanted to try this is it Pentalic? Pentalic, yes, because James Gurney uses the Pentalic. And I've been a little annoyed with the Moleskine lately. They keep changing paper and formats, and I was like, wait a minute, y'all settle down somewhere. So I decided to try the Pentalic. Now this has a little more texture than the Moleskine watercolor. So I don't know how this is going to be, but I put one ink line, and then I stopped, and I haven't got back to it yet. But I work from a photograph, so it's a little building in the city, and took a little leeway with the cars and put them where I wanted them, and I moved these buildings over that way, and you know, put a car over here. So that's a sketch I'm working on, and this is a new book, so I haven't really done much anything in there. I just did the color chart from this palette. This is Daniel Smith. And I will not be trying Schminky or any of those other brands. I'm going to stick with Daniel Smith because I like it. I don't want to have a whole drawer full of other things I may not use. So I'm just going to stick with Daniel Smith and be good with that. Okay. Yeah. You laughing at me, Dee Dee, for wiping out the children. You know which ones I'm talking about, right? They're just freaky. Don't like them. Yeah. So I got rid of them. Okay. And then I don't remember if I showed you or not. I'm talking a little louder since I've got my back to you. And I'm over here. Let me see. Is that the train? There's the choo-choo. Okay. Whoops. I have a backlog of sketchbooks, brand new sketchbooks. There's my train. There he is. So I'm inking in the train and adding details and shadows. I've got a lot of work to do on the top and some more work down here and some in the front. And it's just, yeah, there's a lot of work to do still. But this was supposed to be a Christmas present and it didn't get finished. Yeah. So I got to work on that. And I owe him another drawing. So, yeah. So I've got a lot of pen and ink to do. I did his motorcycle. What's the last one? I think the last one I did was a let me grab the motorcycle real quick. I think that was the last one. Yeah, I think this was the last one I did. No, maybe not. I don't know. Anyway, here's the motorcycle. That's his motorcycle. I call it the Beast. It's huge. Yeah. So there's his motorcycle. I've done, let's see, 2 old trucks. One was abandoned, one wasn't, but it might have been. It looked like it might have still run, but I'm not sure. And then I did. Uh, he used to have a Mustang when we first got married, and it didn't run. So I did a sketch of the model of Mustang using, and I mostly used a little model, little plastic model that he put together to take my photographs because I couldn't find one online in the right position, the way I wanted it turned. So I prefer to take my own photographs whenever possible. So yeah, anyway, this is his motorcycle. That puppy was hard. I had to start it twice because see how, okay, there's the windshield, right? And then here's a mirror. Okay, and here's a mirror over here. Okay, I had added some things that weren't actually on the motorcycle because they were on the house. Because I had taken it, it was parked out front, and so I took it, and the house was the backdrop. And so I had to start again. He goes, "What's that?" Yeah. So anyway, okay, guys, I'm gonna get out of here and go get something to eat because my stomach is just growl, 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 grumbling away. And so I will turn the chat off, the replay chat off when I get done. I need, because I think Dee Dee and Jean were talking about some things about the YouTube, so I need to go check that out real quick. But I will turn that off, and when it finishes processing, then I will put it on public, public. So if you have the link, you might be able to go ahead and watch the recording before it's finished processing. I don't know how that works, but um, that might work for somebody. I don't know. We'll see. But requesting. Okay. Okay, will do. Glad to see you. Welcome. Oh, you're welcome, guys. Glad to do it. I get more arting done when I stream. I really do.